Hello everybody and welcome to this build tutorial for the Flint Farm Ultra. If you found your way here from the Flint Farm Showcase video, thank you very much for clicking and coming on through. If not, go over and have a look at it because you might find some other Flint farms that you would like to build. So let's do it. We're all here for building the Flint Farm. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put down a bit of a base just for me to work with. For the most part, it is above ground, but as you can see over here, there is also a nice little bit underneath, about 3-4 blocks worth. So it's worth carving out that sort of area. Here is a item list for you. Obviously, the iron blocks can be swapped out for what you want, and there's a few glass blocks in there that don't really need to be a glass, so they can be swapped out for any of your building blocks as well. I will be using a schematic throughout this build, as you can see here. That just helps me remember where to put things and hopefully makes the building and tutorial process a little bit smoother. So let's start here with the chest. We put it down there like that, and into the chest we are going to be putting a few hoppers. So one into the chest like that, come out and around. So they curve into each other like that, and then from there, 3 more. And just for safety, what we are going to do is put some hoppers into the back of them, and that is just in case there's a rogue bit of gravel that flicks out, or gravel or flint that flicks out underneath the pistons. So around the hoppers you can go ahead and put a structure of your building blocks of choice. We want to come out in a pattern like so. You should end up with something a bit like that. So back on this edge here, we're going to put some non-movable blocks. I've chosen a furnace for that reason, because the gravel that's getting pushed across here, just in case it gets double pushed for some silly reason, these blocks it's going to not push these blocks out of the way and not wreck the machine. So let's jump over the other side and place some sticky pistons. And place some blocks along there. And the sticky pistons along that side as well. So let's continue on this layer. We have some redstone coming up. We're going to place another block there. Temporary block here with a piston going into the back of it. And then you can remove that block. Got a redstone block going there, and here we have a repeater, and that is on 2 ticks. Redstone dust coming around. Repeater going that way on 1 tick. And the redstone dust comes up along here. From here we'll finish off this top unit. Got some more building blocks of your choice here. An observer facing the hoppers here. Come up and across. And here we have another sticky piston facing downwards. With a building block on the end of it. Some redstone dust coming along here. And along here, some of your building blocks. Redstone dust along the top. across one. And here we have a lever. And that lever is for activating that piston over there, as you can see, which helps prime the unit when we are ready. But we'll leave it like that for now. So let's move on with the item filter and dispensing system. You can see here and here. So I've got easy place block mode on for me to do this bit. So we're going to make the item filter frame first. And this is the shape you should have to start with. A repeater goes in there, and a torch goes on the front. Top of that, have some redstone dust and some redstone dust. And a comparator coming out of that hopper. So this hopper here is facing into that block, and inside that hopper is gravel and 18 gravel and 4 other blocks that will not be filtered. So that will set up your filter for filtering out gravel and dispensing it back to you. So now on to the dispenser. We have a building block there and a dropper facing away from us onto the soul sand block. Around the soul sand block, we want to cover it in glass so that the water does not spill out. And on this side, now we are getting to some observers. An observer face out that way. An observer face up there, connected to that one. Another observer facing out this way. And that is going to pick up this observer here when it gets pulled across by this sticky piston. So the sticky piston will be facing out from us, and the observer facing it like that. So when this pulls in, it's going to start this clock and send the signal to the dropper. So let's get some items into this dropper. We want a hopper facing down and then a hopper facing into it. And that is the dispensing system. So a small finishing touch on this elevator here, because it's got water around it. We will have to come up one more block with the glass. And just for shows, I have come up another block here, just to make it look nice. And you can finish it off with an iron ring around the top. That should keep all your water in. Dispense it to you. And if you're feeling like it, a door here, just to keep you safe while you're mining flint. So now it's time to go up and sort out this top bit. But before we do that, let's make a little pool for us to fall into from up the top to get us down nice and quick. So just make a little ring around here, so 2 blocks away from the door. And we can go ahead and fill that with water. Just like so. So now we are going to go up. And from here we are going to go up 18 blocks. And after you do that, go ahead and put some ladders all the way up. Now we're going to make a bit of a platform. So we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Expand that 1 block across. Over here, I'm going to make a little tube for us to fall down. Just extend it down a couple blocks so we don't fall not in the pond. Right here is a block for a furnace to sit on. Once again, a non-movable block. Come down 1 block from this end block. Across 2. I'm going to come across 1 from in the middle block there. Give that a little platform to stand on. Continuing out 1, across another 2. And we can make another little platform here. So you'll end up with something that looks a little bit like that from the top. And on the bottom, a little bit like that. Okay, so now we've got a sticky piston that goes here. Not a sticky piston, sorry, normal piston. Under that is a redstone torch. We missed a block there. On top of that block, a repeater. So when we stick a gravel on top of that, nothing happens because we missed a piece of redstone dust. There we go. And that is how we are going to load. Just right click, you can hold right click, and every time it activates, it's going to push across. Now this will hold 1 stack of gravel. It should automatically stop once it reaches the push limit and that furnace over there. So once you're all loaded in, you can just walk over to here, fall into your pond, and there you are, all loaded. We've got 2 final things, and I should have done this when I was building this elevator. So hopefully I'll take a block out so I can get down here. These will all need to be source blocks of water. Just have to come up to there because the items will come up to you, so you can see the bubbles. That means the soul sand is working. And as you can see, it is currently not loaded. But if I pull this lever, that'll pull it all in and push it back, then we are good to go. So remember, with this farm you can use efficiency 5 shovels, which makes it a lot faster. The others you could not, that I have shown off in my showcase video. So once you have loaded and you've got your shovel, walk on up and start mining. And it should do a bit of that, pushing the blocks in. After they're finished, the observer picks up the signal, goes from there, and you have the blocks getting returned to you here. And if you stand a little bit closer to it, they come straight into your inventory. So you can go back up to the top and load them back in later. All done. And we should have 21 flint. Fantastic. So I hope you liked that build video. A few edits in there just to fix some of the mistakes that I made during the build. So hopefully it is not too confusing for you guys. So please, if you did like it, hit that like button. And if you would like to subscribe, helps out the channel a lot. And also if you would like to see the other flint farms that I have designed, there will be links in the description below, or you can head over to the Flint Farm showcase video that I've done that shows off all of them, and you will be able to see them all in action. So thank you very much for your time, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Bye!